Everyone, back tuning into today's video. We're going to do the weekend forecast today. Have a detailed look at weather for the next 7 days across the British Isles. We'll be using the websites, theweatheroutlook.com and weathercentral.de for the charts, and also the radar picture coming from UK Met Office. So links to all three of those websites are on my links page. I've got quite an interesting week coming up, quite an uncertain week, certainly around the middle of the week, associated with an area of low pressure in the North Sea. It has the potential around Tuesday to bring some very wet conditions onto the eastern side of the country, but these areas of low pressure in the North Sea, always very hard to judge. If it stays offshore, as it could well do, it could well stay confined towards northern Germany and the Low Countries. If it does that, then it'll be mainly dry through much of the week. So, some very subtle differences in maybe no more than 200 or 300 miles could make a huge difference actually to the general weather patterns through the coming weeks, certainly for the eastern side of the country. Anyway, I'll get on with that in a moment. Just want to talk about the advertising. There's green keyboard ads on my pages at gazweathervids.com. Running your cursor over the green keywords means you'll see the ad. But if you click through the ad and go to the advertiser's website, you support gazweathervids.com. And that's the key to it all. Click through the word and you're supporting Gazweathervids. And thanks very much for doing it. So, starting off with the radar picture, we've got heavy rain across Northern Ireland in particular, and also parts of western Scotland. Also, showers, heavy showers across northwestern parts of England. A few breaking out now for Wales and going down into the southwest. I think showers are going to be mainly in the west today, particularly heavy again around southwest England. Of course, you would have seen in the papers, in your paper, and on the news, the hailstorms that occurred down in the southwest yesterday. I think we'll get more big hail coming along today. Also some flashes of thunder and lightning down in the southwest. Well, now for many central and eastern parts of the country, it remains mainly dry through the course of today. There could be a few showers scattered around, but I think it's going to be mainly dry in the east. Many of the showers will be out in the west. This is today's synoptic pressure chart from the GFS model, showing that I've got low pressure dominating 1,010 millibars centred across Ireland, or Northern Ireland, and southwestern parts of Scotland. So it showers in the west, longer spells of rain for Northern Ireland and western Scotland, showers in other western parts of the country, mainly dry for central and eastern areas of England and Scotland, but there could be some showers coming through even here at times. Temperatures today, it's a good deal cooler. We are now in an autumnal feeling air mass, so temperatures are between around 12 and 19 Celsius. 19 Celsius is 66 Fahrenheit. Overnight, the trough of low pressure remains in the west, so that's where the showers will be around western parts of the country and through Northern Ireland as well. Central eastern areas largely dry with fairly good clear spells. Going to be a cool night tonight with temperatures widely into single figure between around 4 and 9 degrees. Certainly an autumnal chill to the air tonight. Moving through into Sunday, and the low pressure is still dominating, but it's coming in a slack sort of feature, but I think it could bring more and more showers to central eastern parts of the country tomorrow. Now, there will still be some dry spells around, and many eastern areas could actually stay dry all day, but certainly I think more showers than is the case today. Slow moving showers as well, because the isobars have opened out, so any downpours that do occur will be slow moving, possibly with some more hail and thunder. That perhaps more likely in the west. Temperatures tomorrow again somewhere between around say 12 and 19 degrees. Now as we go through into Monday, that low pressure has moved off into the North Sea, and this is going to be the troublemaker then as we get through to Tuesday and into Wednesday. Quite what this area of low pressure that's actually centred over Denmark on Monday does. We're basically in a col on Monday itself of the British Isles, with the risk of more showers or longer spells of rain, particularly in the north and the northeast, perhaps. So for Scotland down into northeast England, we could get some big showers on Monday in these regions, going down into the Pennines perhaps as well. But generally there will be showers scattered around, but also drier spells with some sunshine coming through. Temperatures perhaps a little bit higher, maybe maxing out at around 20 degrees in the far southwest. That's 68 Fahrenheit. And then as we move through into Tuesday, getting very uncertain then with that area of low pressure. The very latest run from the GFS model, which is the 6 o'clock run, wants to bring that low pressure into the eastern side of the country. So if that's right, we're looking at very heavy rain through parts of northeastern England, down into Lincolnshire, the Midlands, East Anglia, South Eastern and central southern England. These regions could have persistent and heavy rain all day on Tuesday. It'll be very cold and miserable with temperatures just 13 or 14 degrees at best. But I have to emphasise this low pressure could stay off the east coast, and if that happens, these east areas will be mainly dry with sunny spells. Further northwest, we've got a ridge of high pressure building into Scotland and Northern Ireland and Wales, so it's mainly dry there with sunny spells. Temperatures in the sunshine up to around 16 or 17 degrees, but if you're under that persistent rain in the east, it's going to be really cold and miserable. But there's so much uncertainty with that area of low pressure. And as we move through into Wednesday, the high pressure is ridging in off the Atlantic, but we could still have the low pressure close to the southeast. So East Anglia, southeast England could still be at risk of showers or maybe longer spells of rain on Wednesday. But again, the chances are that could be centred over Germany, and it's dry in the southeast. But most parts of the country away from the southeast on Wednesday will be dry with sunny spells. It'll be cool early and late, particularly in the north where there could be some ground frost and the risk of some fog patches as well. Temperatures by day will lift up to around 17, 18 or 19 degrees, something like that. So recovering a bit in the day, but certainly by night it'll be quite chilly. And then as we move through into Thursday, we've got the next area of low pressure developing to the northwest. That'll be bringing cloud and rain to Scotland and Northern Ireland, while England and Wales will be mainly dry with sunny spells. Temperature perhaps lifting up a little bit on Thursday, getting up to around 21 or 22 in the southeast. 22 is 72, and back around where it should be, or maybe just a little bit above where it should be for the time of the year. And then on Friday we'll bring a cold front down across the country. It's coming into high pressure, so I don't think it'll be particularly active, but it could bring some cloud and rain down across England and Wales, with sunshine and showers following into the north. It'll be cooling the temperatures off again, so Friday's maximums probably no better than around 12 to 19 degrees once again. And as we move through into Saturday and on into next weekend, well, we keep a ridge of high pressure extending in off the Atlantic, but we will still have weather fronts within the flow, so always cloud and rain, particularly in the northwest. The best of the dry weather in the southeast going into next weekend, and temperatures about where they should be, or maybe even a little bit below. So for the charts from the Weather Outlook, finally, this is the chart for today. The showers are mainly in the west. The east will be largely dry. As we move through to Sunday, well, showers again in the west. I think they'll be a little bit more widespread for central east areas on Sunday. Temperatures really on the cool side. Showers around on Monday as well. But also some dry and fine spells, temperatures disappointing. There's the risk of the rain, the persistent rain and heavy rain potentially on the eastern side on Tuesday. This is suggesting it's for eastern parts of the country, but if it just stays off the east coast, then the east will be dry. Further north and west, it is a dry scene with sunny spells, but I've really got to try and pin down what's going on with that rain in the east on Tuesday. And then the showers becoming confined to the southeast on Wednesday, with many areas dry. Will be cold early and late, and then through into Thursday and on into Friday we find rain coming down from the northwest as a weakening feature, but a good deal of dry weather really, and temperatures about where they should be for the time of the year. So in summary, we're going to be looking at quite an unsettled week coming up really, but there will be drier spells around as well. Very typical September weather, to be honest. Fluctuating temperatures, but nothing particularly extreme. And we've got to look out for that rain on the eastern side on Tuesday. If it comes off, it'll be a very wet day in the east on Tuesday. Really cold and wet, but a lot of uncertainty. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.